All right, what is going on, guys? Christopher Cherno's Comics. Look, I'm going to do a video because this has been bugging me for a long time, since last year, about CGC, and I may have brought it up shortly, momentarily in some past videos, but I saw City Limits Comics on Instagram, at City Limits Comics. I don't know if he's on YouTube. I hope he is. I hope he checks this video out too, because he did a great video on IGTV talking about these issues with CGC right now. And I'm like, man, I feel you so much. The issues are inconsistency in grades and turnaround time being ridiculously long. So with that being said, let's talk about turnaround times first and foremost and what is going on. So last year was my first time submitting to CGC. I submitted my books mid-March, sent them out mid-March. Okay, took 3 days to get there. It took a couple more days for them to, maybe a total of a week for them to receive them in March. All right, I did not get my books back until August 13th. On my B-Day, that was cool, but still, 5 months, guys, 5 months. I do believe, so when you go to their website, they have a time frame. This many days to this many days, okay? That range, my books were way out of that range. And it's business days, but it was out of that range. So my theory, and actually this is more than a theory, because I called CGC multiple times when my books were going through the process. One of the associates at CGC told me straight up they are short-staffed. They told me straight up they're short-staffed. So that tells you right now, CGC does not have the manpower to handle the amount of books that are coming through. It's plain and simple. So here's my issue with that, though. They need to, it's false advertising when you don't hold your business model to what it states on your website. If you're saying that the longest wait period, turnaround time is this many days, you need to make sure that your books are done within that time frame. If they're not, you need to change what your website says, or you need to give a courtesy to anyone that's late, whether it's like, 10% off your next order or something, to justify them not staying true to what they are advertising, right? I mean, that's just good business. It's bad business not to. So that's my issue there. Now, another issue with turnaround time, and this is one of the biggest issues that I think is happening at CGC right now, and something that I think we as members, if we're annual members, or if we're giving money to this company, we need to hold them accountable. I believe that they have they're putting priority over their money makers, meaning we could go and we could pay what, $35 for silver or bronze age books that are under 200, right? And then you have your 25, I believe, for modern books. I forget the name of the actual tiers, but then there's the advanced or the rush service, right? Expedited service, where you pay more and you are sure to get your books back within like 3 weeks or something like that. Now, I get it. As a businessman, you want to maximize your profits for every single customer. So why not prioritize your expedited service customers? The problem with that is this. If you want to expedite if you want to prioritize the expedited customer orders, you still have to get your standard orders done and back to the consumer, back to the customers, right? This is what's going on. And I'll use Starbucks as an example, or a lot of these, fast food retail places. Starbucks has mobile ordering now, right? So you could go to Starbucks and you could go stand in line, wait till you get to the register, make your order, and then have your order sent over to the barista and they make it, right? Well, now you could be sitting on your butt at home, get on your phone, go on the app, and then you can head right over to Starbucks, skip that line, and go right to the bar and say, hey, I'm Bob. I ordered on my app. And the barista will make it for you before they even get to anybody that's been waiting in that line longer than you. Now, I don't know if there's a fee or a premium for that. But whether there is or not, that's besides the point. Here's my point. My point is, and I've seen this business model at Starbucks. Usually they have one specific barista that handles the app orders, the online orders, the app order pickups where you skip the line. That barista is being paid an hourly wage to sit there and work those orders. Now, if those orders, if they're slow and they don't have any, of course that barista can go help out the in-store customers, go clean some tables, stock the fridges, whatever they need to do, pull some trashes. But that's what they're there for, right? Then you have a register person and a barista working in a different bar specifically for the customers that are coming through the door. Now, here's the problem. If, say, Starbucks charges $1 more or $1.50 more for your online expedited orders, right? They're making more money, right? And if they're out the door crazy with these types of orders, and they're saying, well, we have this specific barista that we pay to handle these orders, but we're getting so many in. And guess what? Our profit margin is bigger on these orders than the people that just walk through the door and stand in line. I'm going to pull my other barista and have both baristas only work on the online orders, because guess what? If we get them out faster, the more we can get done. That's a bigger profit margin in our pocket. But what's happening now we have a bottleneck of those customers that are actually coming through the door. And you can't bottleneck them. They are still customers. That's what's going on with CGC. I guarantee. I hypothesized this and took in all the information I can. I looked at other people's complaints and what's been going on. I can assure you, now I don't know, obviously this isn't fact, but when you hypothesize in the information I have behind me, it is hard not to believe that this is not going on. They are pulling their resources and streamlining the higher profit margin expedited orders for those customers and letting regular customers who order the standard orders, they're letting them sit as long as they can before they have to get to them. Guarantee it, man. I am so confident that this is happening to some degree. Okay. Now, and that's a huge issue, because you're really, that's bad business, and you're neglecting a large percentage of your customer base if that's the case, for a larger profit margin in the short run. But if you start losing loyal customers or loyal members that don't do the expedited orders but get that 150 in every year, you're going to start losing money and your profits are going to shrink in years to come. Now, let's talk about inconsistency in grading, okay? Inconsistency in grading. I've heard, I'm not the only one. I've seen videos, I've watched IG posts and stories, but I who am not a professional grader, and believe me, but I'm telling you, this book came back a 7.0. It is freaking near perfect. Near perfect. No spine roll. I don't even think there's a spine tick, dude. I don't even see a spine tick on this book. I don't. There's one little ding at the bottom, like right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. One little ding right there. The corners are sharp, but you can see a little tiny little ding. Not really rounded, just dinged. You can see a couple little dings on that corner, so it's not fully sharp. The back, there's a little dinge to the white, and a little discoloring right here. And I read the grader notes. I don't have them right now, but it's just, the grader notes didn't even explain. Pages were perfect. That bottom corner is sharp as hell. Now, and this is a 7.0. And it even says, off-white to white pages, no creases in the cover at all. I swear this book was going to be a 9.0. I have 8.0s that are worse than this. I'll show you. Give me one sec. I'm going to pop off camera, and I'm going to just grab this 8.5, and I'm going to show you guys. Yeah, this is the 8.5 that I sent out too. And this was the same order, guys. This was the same order. This is an 8.5. Okay, I'm the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spine ticks. One right there, nice color breaking one. You could see that. I could see that on the camera. 2, 3, 4. There's a 5, 6 spine ticks. Okay. Small little dings at the top, just like the other book. A little right there, a little in there. Still sharp corners though. The bottom might be a little sharper than this book, but there's more dings. Look at the ding. There's dings right in there. A little dinging around there too. Off white to white pages. This one's more yellow though on the outside. You could tell like this got like some kind of more oxidation to where it's really brown. But it's smooth still. Dude, there is no way. I'm sorry. Like, there is just no way. Is there any color breaks? You can see a color break kind of going up about maybe about a centimeter going up right there under the N. And a real round, that edge there is rounded. Look at that. There is no way that this book is an 8.8 and this book is a 7. Absolutely not. If this book is the 8.8, this book has to be at least an 8.0. At least. It makes absolutely no sense. No oxidation on the staples of either of these books. I mean, look at this back. Look at how white the 7.0 is compared to the 8.5. And again, I mean, I'm looking at these side by side. The 7.0 has a much nicer spine. It's boggling my mind. Now look at this. Look at this. Okay. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I'm sorry. I got 3 books here that completely blew my mind. Okay. This book. Was it this one? Yep. Okay. I thought this one would get a little better grade than a 5.0. I think I was saying a 6.0. This book has a kind of a chip rip at the corner right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's breaking along the spine. So we have color breaking stuff going up along the spine. It's broke, like it's a rip. Okay. Lots of spine ticks, smooth at the top. It has water damage. It had some moisture damage right here. You can still see it in there. You see some rounding of the edges. It's definitely dingy and dirty. This got a 5.0. This book got a 5.5. And I thought this book was going to be lower. I thought that was going to be a 6.0. I thought this one was going to be like a 4.5. Look at this spine compared to that one. This spine is so beat up. Color breaks that go out into the page. It too is ripping up just like the other one. It has the parallel to the spine color breaks. All the way up. As well as these ones going like that. Much more rounding on the corner. This whole top is not sharp. It's discolored and you can see color breaking all along it. Okay. We got some chipping all on the back. Chipping, and it's completely off center, dude. Look at this. Look at all the pages sticking out of the back. What else we got? We got some spotting going on down there. A little dinge around the border. Guys, you mean to tell me, like, I mean, look, to me, this book, they have the same issue, the same cracking along the spine, except this one has sharper corners. And this is a higher grade. This has moisture. This has moisture damage. Well, okay, this one does have a little moisture damage on it. But I don't know. I know that's a little closer because they're just a half grade off, right? But this is the one that boggles me. Looking at those two, and this is the one that boggles me. This is a 4.5, okay? I thought this book overall was better than both of these books. Both of these books. The only difference is it has one color breaking crease right there. It has a little couple tiny ones on the edge. Some dinging along the spine. And not the spine, the edge of the book and the bottom. And then the spine is not as bad as both of those books at all. It has spine ticks, like a couple small ones, 1, 2, 3, one right here, a couple right here, one right here, couple right there. Edges look very, very similar. The back is nice and white, and the back is just as smooth as those other books. No moisture damage, nothing. This book is cleaner in every way except for that one color breaking crease, which isn't even noticeable, and it got a 4.5. So if you ask me, this book, according to these, should be at least a 5.5. I thought this was going to be a 6.5. But and again, I know, some of you watching may be like, dude, calm down, you're tripping. They count every little thing, and it could be accurate that one little thing may throw one book off, even though you may seem that it looks better, right? But I'm telling you guys, you may have an argument with these that are only off by half a grade. This sealed the deal for me. This sealed the deal. This is not okay. I mean, I had my Punisher book. I have my 135, Second Appearance of Punisher, Amazing Spider-Man 135. It's over there. I'm not going to grab it. That came back on 9.0. And it looked like this. Except it had a blemish above Spider-Man's head in the middle of the book. I was able to get a little bit of it out. But it had a blemish. And it even had a little small color breaking crease on the bottom corner, and it got a 9.0. Something's going on, and this is my theory about that. I just think because they are overworked and understaffed, I think whether it's training, whether there's a training issue, or whether they're just rushing through them. I think they're rushing through these books, and every person that's grading is not grading them specifically and accordingly to CGC standard. That's my take, guys. That's my opinion, and it is just an opinion, but something's going on that needs to be addressed with these two issues. We put a lot of money into our books, and then we put so much money into getting them graded and slabbed that there needs to be much more consistency across the board, and also there needs to be more transparency. CGC needs to publicly speak on these issues, because I'm not the only one. Some people might have even better examples, because I think I might have threw some of you guys off when I started going on my rant about these three. Maybe I shouldn't have even touched on those, because it's tough when you get into lower grades. I get it. But like I said, the two that I just showed you, and even my Spider-Man 135, it's like, that's obvious. Something's up. So that is my rant, guys, about CGC. I want to know your guys' opinion below. Let me know if you guys have had any similar issues with turnaround time or with inconsistency in grading. It worries me to really do the membership for another year. I might go to CVCS, but one thing, I love the visual appeal of CGC, and we'll see. I haven't made up my mind yet, so that's that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave some comments. Be kind. I know this may be an issue that, like I said, some of you might not agree with at all, but I want to hear your opinion. All right. If y'all haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Till next time.